I received an email from Gary, and he's utilizing the Garmin platform, and he wanted me to help him understand how to evaluate the body battery after a workout. So let's assume, just for conversation's sake, that Gary's going to go to the gym and he's going to do 10 by 1000 intervals. He wakes up in the morning, his body battery is at 100. He takes in a little bit of energy fuel for sugar and electrolytes and to replenish some of the water that he lost during sleep. He goes in and he does those 1,000-meter intervals. He gets done and his body battery is at a 75. Now, if you're not familiar with the Garmin platform, please be patient with me. Every time you start an activity, you're going to get all the data that I'm about to walk you through, but it's very, very important because it's relevant to what Gary's question was. Doing 10 by 1000 meters, that gives you the distance, i.e. duration. What we want to know is what was the average heart rate, what was the max heart rate. We want to know the body weight before and after, because that's what adds up to the body battery going from 100 down to a 75. We can look at that and recognize that workout cost us 25 points on body battery. The significant elements that have to be taken into consideration is how long was it? You can either do that by elapsed time or distance. What was the average and the max? Ideally, we'd like those to be between 10 and 12 beats on average. We want to know what his perspiration rate was, because it tells us how his body was able to handle the temperature, the heat, and the humidity. You put all that together. Now, for some people, they go, man, Rob, that's a little bit overwhelming. It doesn't need to be. You're dealing with it every day. I just want you to be cognizant of it. If it's excessively hot and humid, that's going to have more of a negative effect on your workout, not because you're not in shape. Heat robs the body of energy. You're creating heat from the inside out because of moving muscles. Now, if you have the influence of external heat, it's going to have a higher depletion rate on your body battery. Remember, knowledge is power. So all you're trying to do is figure out beginning body battery 100, ending workout 75, duration, intensity, what kind of sweat rate did I have given the temperature and humidity. Now you're able to understand the impact. And by the way, you can do this for every single sport that you do, and I would encourage you to do so. The longer the duration, you're going to be factoring in calorie depletion and dehydration. If you, like any motor in the world, if you allow it to become excessively stressed because of heat, it's going to have more of an impact. So obviously we want to be proactive, like with our professional triathletes, cyclists, and runners. We're always trying to stay ahead of the curve. You don't want to wait until you get dehydrated to try to correct it. Just a little FYI, if you wait until you're thirsty, you're officially dehydrated. So we want to avoid that. But a great question that came in. The body battery is a tremendous asset in the Garmin platform. I use it every day with my clients, and I would highly encourage you to pick up a Garmin. You can go in the description box. I've got my Amazon store. My link is there. Garmin has really worked with us in trying to get the best prices available for you. And more importantly, it's not about trying to sell you something. It's knowing how to use the resources that you invest in. So body battery is a tremendous asset, and we use it by looking at the way the workout impacted the fatigue on the body. And there's other variables that we work with as well. But just want to answer Gary's question about body battery specific to the Garmin. If you happen to have a question like Gary did, please feel free to send it in to me. contact@coachrob.com. We continue to see an influx of the numbers coming in, more and more questions, and we really appreciate that, because our goal is to answer a question a day until there are no more questions. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.